Your eyes do not deceive you. I am Armida, in fact, in the painting studio with a canvas prepped. I got all my supplies out, all ready to go. Everything's ready to start a painting, and that's what I'm going to be doing today, is starting a painting. This is happening. I am doing this. Of course, I always have to have some sort of motivation to work on a new painting while I'm taking care of my toddler. My hands have just been full, guys. And that motivation is Chaos Theory for 2024. If you've been around here a bit, this is not a surprise, but if you're new here, every year for the past like 3-4 years, I've been asked to participate in this art show called Chaos Theory. It's this wonderful event that happens in downtown Phoenix on the first Friday of October. Every year, this studio in downtown Phoenix for the first Friday opens up with a whole art show of basically all of the best artists in Phoenix, in my opinion. But basically somebody named Randy Slack, another artist here in Phoenix, gathers his own collection of artists and asks them to bring in one new piece to participate in Chaos Theory, and I just happen to be one of those artists. This is just great. It's wonderful. I am very flattered because our Chaos Theory is amazing every year. Probably the best art show ever, I guess. I don't know. I hype it up every year whenever I do Chaos Theory, and I was just like, I hate to overhype it, but no, it's like really like amazing. So yes, this year they asked me yet again to participate. If you do not know, I had a baby girl a couple years ago, and it's been very difficult to get back on the saddle, the painting saddle, which I've only done a couple paintings since having her, and it's just very difficult to find time to paint while also making YouTube videos and taking care of her and everything. So no, here I am. I quite literally was waiting for the email to hit my inbox, and I was like, I'll do it. So yeah, here we are, and I already have an image picked out. It's like an image from basically when my daughter was a newborn that I took this photo, and I was just waiting to paint it, and I think this is a good chance to do it. I already have the canvas. Here it is. It's already primed, sanded, ready to go. I did that yesterday. All right, enough talking. Let's get to painting. I'm really excited to work on this, and yeah, let's go. Today I'm showing more of how I mix paint and how many different pigments it takes to make a color that I feel like matches what I want to be painting right then. I even noticed that the first pigment that I mixed was too dark, so I had to make it a little bit lighter with some more white. Next is the blue of the sky. And then that orange little corner. And then the yellow corner. Then I'm just using white to blend it all together, which I sort of regret later, but I'll talk about that when it comes up. Then it's all about blending, blending, blending. I noticed that the horizon line was just a little bit too high for my liking, but lucky for me, the painting is so thin and wet right now that I could just wipe it away with a rag. And here's some commentary from my toddler before that's a wrap on day one. Hello, welcome to day 2 of working on this painting from me and Coffee. Very good. Okay, let's get to painting. Now today, the colors in that gradient look a little plain to me, especially since I've had a day to look at it. I think it needs more colors in there. Usually this wouldn't bug me that much, but in this painting particularly, there aren't that many clouds to fill up the sky, so that sky gradient behind them is very important. Adding a deeper blue to that top left corner. And I'm adding a purple in between the blue and the yellow because it looks good there. Plus, right now it looks kind of greenish, which is meh. Making the orange in the bottom left corner a little bit more detailed. Again, this area will really pop in the finished painting. It's day 3. Let's get to painting. Let's do it. So let's start the clouds today. I mixed the four main colors that I see in the clouds, and I'm just going to paint what I see. I love painting clouds because I just sort of turn my brain off and let my arm just paint what I see. I usually don't think too hard about every little brush stroke that I'm doing. Hello, it's day 4 painting. We're hoping to finish the sky today. That'd be nice. Like all the clouds, I mean. Because we're going to go on a break over the weekend. But yeah, let's go. And I do want to finish up the clouds today because I am planning on taking a break over the weekend, which means that the painting will dry enough that I won't be able to mix the paint on the canvas like if I wanted to. So today you can kind of see that I'm just making the darkest parts and the lightest parts of the clouds. I know it's hard to tell with the lighting and stuff. It just like has like this such an ugly glare. And with my late night painting sessions, I have a tiny little furry friend joining me in the studio. Hello, so it's actually the following week. A lot of things ended up coming up unexpectedly, which makes really fun vlogs, but not so much some time to paint. Plus, my parents had like a huge like house renovation thing and they couldn't watch the baby that whole time. Yeah, we're getting back into it today, but the sad news is that a bit of it probably dry, especially like this bottom part that I'm trying to start working on, so I might have to sand it down to sort of remove that layer of paint so that it can, like, my new stuff can actually stick to it. Other than that, everything should be fine. You know, I like to work wet on wet. That's just the style I like to do. I would love more than anything just like to have a couple days where I just like live, breathe, eat, poop in the studio. I did not need to say poop. And just like work on a painting from start to finish. I would love nothing more than that, but I'm a mother and I cannot afford to do that. So this is what we do, and we persevere and we keep going, right? So yeah, let's keep going. Let's work on this painting today. So today we're officially starting the foreground, which is a big deal. It really is the focal point of the entire painting, so the pressure is on. With a new base painted, I can finally form in the side view mirror of the car. I was just avoiding painting it this whole time. Here I am putting in the road lines on the road. I know it's hard to tell, but I am trying to form the foreground, like the darkest elements of the painting first, which is the trees and the bushes. Figuring out where the darkest things are makes filling in everything else so much easier. Hello, it's day 6 of working on this painting. I'm really proud of the progress that I was able to do yesterday. That was because my parents came and watched the baby, so I'm not expecting too much today, but let's get into it. That I did? How was that? I did. I did. I did that. I really just had a bunch of earth tones on my painting palette that I just slowly put in the foreground. Everything is so far away that it doesn't have to be the most perfect or detailed. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Hello, it's day 7 of working on this painting. I can't believe it's already been a week of painting that I've had on it because it doesn't look like I've worked all that much on it. I'm really proud of the progress that I made the last couple days, so we're just gonna keep the momentum going and let's go. And now that the foreground looks decent, it's time to do the final part that really puts everything together, and that is the power lines. As you see, I am right-handed, so that really means that it's easiest for me to paint these tiny thin lines from left to right, so that way I am cheesing doing the power lines by flipping the canvas upside down. I mean, like, did you think of that? I didn't. I can turn my source image upside down as well, so why not? Between you and me, I did have to redo half of these lines because they were just too bent, but that's easy to remove with just a rag and some paint thinner. And with that, it is time for the reveal. Alright, so it's finished. I finished it. It doesn't have a name just yet, but surely by Chaos Theory I'll come up with some artistic name, of course, and I still have to paint the edges of it black, which is something that I like to do creatively, and then put a wire on the back of it as well, so I was able to hang at the event as well. But yeah, it's finished. Oh, look at me doing another cityscape, cloudscape thing. And I didn't even notice this, but I'm pretty sure it's the same size as this guy I got over here, which I painted this back in 2021. Yeah, they're the same size. So if you think about it, they're sort of like siblings in a way. It's a little bit different. Like this one's more about the rainbow clouds, and it's like, and then this one's more about like the cityscape sort of thing. But yeah, like what would you know? But yes, I did it. Those last few days just flew by, especially because like the cityscape part can be like the most intimidating part of working on a cityscape, cloudscape sort of thing. Like clouds are like so easy for me, you know, I just shut my brain off and then I just, you know, go away at the clouds. But the cityscapes, that's like I actually have to like really try to make something that actually looks like something else. I feel like I gave it just enough detail that you know that it's like, you know, a road and stuff, but if you look closely, I didn't like put in like a bunch of teeny tiny little details. Like the street sign doesn't even say what road it is, and there's all sorts of different things that have words on it that I'm like, I'm not gonna paint that. Like who cares? Nobody cares. It's like gonna be so tiny on the canvas. Like all you really need is the colors and like a general idea of what's going on. It's pretty nice, but I did take some creative liberty in like the side mirror. I think I ended up making a little bit bigger than it is in the source image, and I think I moved it up or down a little bit so that it's like it's more balanced with the image. But you know, I'm a painter. That's why we paint, and we don't do photography, is because we get to move stuff around and also be amazing and work with paint. Love it. Yeah, it's really good. It's gonna do great at this event. Yeah, it's gonna be so great, and I can't wait for Chaos Theory. As of right now, it's August, and yeah, Chaos Theory is not until October, but I have a lot of things coming up, and I knew I had to paint this as soon as possible, and I did, and I'm really proud of myself, and I was able to do it. Please make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed, you know, painting content. I know I'm supposed to be a painter, and it's taken me more time to like fit this into my schedule, but I love it. I'm always going to be doing it, so they'll always be a part of me and something that I will always do and make videos of course. So please, yeah, make sure to give it a like so that I know that you enjoy painting content, so it motivates me to continue to make more of these. And yeah, subscribe for more painting content. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.